you just eating ass?
What? No, I was just lifting it up and having a good time. What are you talking about? Was I just eating ass?
Sometimes you gotta lift it up and have a good time. You know,
I'm not a big deal. I'm not opposed to it, but no, I was not sitting there eating ass. No, what's wrong with you? I know it's Thursday. I'm drinking vodka. I know it's Thursday, and sorry that I didn't.
Thursday,
and I really did not mean that to kind of throw it in your face or anything, Osita.
Oh no, you're good. You're good, man. It's fine. It's fine.
Oh, I know that. I wasn't gonna hide it or anything. I just
you know, I'm a little thirsty now too. You know,
get you some.
Hey, give me some. What you got?
Get you a little bit.
What you got?
You got a little Tito's. You know,
Okay.
just enjoying life. You know, doing it big. You know, doing it big. Like and subscribe, Foolish Club Media. Please head to our YouTube channel, and you can like and subscribe, and hit that Foolish Club Media like and subscribe. We're here every single night. The Nightly Fix. Every single night. Well, Sunday through Thursday.
Yeah, I was like, not every night.
Just let me get there. Just for
we got lives, man. We got lives.
Just for a half a tick, man. Just a half a tick. All right, man.
I'm never gonna let you make it, Ron. That's literally my job here, is to never let you make it.
It's one of the real selfish things you've ever said. But the real upset on that is, baby, I done made it somewhat. You can't stop that.
yeah, sure, why not?
You can't stop that. Masters Week. I gotta be honest with you. I'm not proud of my thoughts. I do have a feeling and thoughts about the Masters that don't involve Tiger. Like right now, Tiger's unable to play. And I didn't like, there is in sports, and I know you have no idea about this, Osita, but in sports.
What are sports?
Well, I know you know that. But in sports, for me personally, it may be somebody else has a different feel, but one of the best things in sports is, especially Tiger in a major on a Sunday, like either trying to hold on to the lead or chasing somebody down. That's one of the best things in sports, right? Steph Curry, when he gets hot and starts going off and he's hitting threes from all over the place, and Aaron Judge or now Ohtani going deep, and just every pitch hang up. Like, there are some Mahomes going crazy, Lamar running. There are some amazing things, but one of the best things over the last 20 plus years is Tiger on a Sunday, back nine, especially in Augusta at the Masters. But when he's not there, I then begin to think about everything else that the course makes me feel when he's not there, and when it feels like there are no other black people there. And
how does it make you feel, Ron?
It makes me feel like, and I'm not proud of this, and I am certain it is. Well, let me take this back. I'm not certain that it's true, but I'm sure I am overreacting. But I feel like people are taking a deep breath and they're, all right, guys, now we can say it. That's. I don't feel great about it. I don't.
Because of Tiger?
Because he's not there. When he's not there, I feel like now they're like, whoo, all right. Whoo, we can go back and take this thing as usual. We can say.
You think Tiger Woods is gonna just keep some people from dropping the bomb?
I think outwardly. I think outwardly now, like, they don't call, they're more prone to maybe just, hey, the colors are here. Like, hey, look at that. Like, they're just, and I know that's probably not the case, but it just, when I look at everything around it, and I mean, hell, they just started allowing women to play on the course during the Obama administration. And I mean, the second term, I mean, they just started letting, in 2012, women could actually step on the course and play. So, I mean, at that point, but I do. I'll see the Masters and I think, Tiger ain't there. Now it's, whoo, Now we can go on and talk and say it like we want to. I mean, I'm just talking about the people who run it. You know, you can't just buy tickets to go to the Masters. Like
How do you get tickets to the Masters?
We can't get up and just say, "Hey, I want to go to the Masters." You got to enter a. It's like what's the thing in like opening day, like a drawing, like they got to draw.
Yeah, it's you enter like a lottery and it's randomly selected. It's one of the hardest things to get tickets to in the country.
Yep. And I mean, and they got those pimento cheese sandwiches for $1.50, which makes
is that what that dude was talking about?
That's
in that video.
Oh yeah, that's it. You even more think that they're walking around.
Yeah, it's so hard to get tickets to, and it's so exclusive. And then they have they have food and stuff there, and like their menu's like famous for being so cheap, and it's just like a whole thing because it's such an exclusive thing to be able to get to go to.
When he's not there, I think all white, exclusive. That's what I think. I don't feel great. I don't feel great.
Party when he's gone or what?
No, when I say all white, I mean people. Not
shit, my bad.
Not outfits.
We're talking about people. We're talking about baby oil and all that. I don't know, man.
No, I think all white. I mean people. I just feel like because they're in Augusta, Georgia. Like the feel of it. Like when Tiger's there. All right, cool. Like you remember my man Fuzzy when because the champion Fuzzy Zeller, the champion always gets to pick the dinner. Every year you get to pick the champion's dinner is what they call it. And my man Fuzzy, that first year Tiger run it, thought he'd come out there and say one of them jokes. He didn't really know that even in 1997 the world was changing. We ain't heard from Fuzzy since. My man Fuzzy said, What he gonna have, baby? What he gonna have? Fried chicken? Mashed potatoes.
You said that to Tiger?
He said it to reporters. He was like, "Oh, we got the champions dinner. Oh, Tiger's doing it. What is he gonna get? His fried chicken, candy yams." And that's why I'm saying when they're going to hopefully, I know that was.
He's the old golfer that like drinks and smokes. John Daly.
John Daly's good people. John Daly's good people. He out there. I mean, I'm sure he said it before, but I mean, he's good. But mostly from what I've run into, he's good. He's smoking darts and drinking out there. I went to a major. I saw him in his plaid pants, and he was smoking. He was smoking darts, Jack, out there before the cameras got to him and pitching that bad boy. My man. When my man said that, I'm saying, boy, what are they saying when he ain't around? Mm. Or as Osita, which you'd kind of push it to, they don't care if he's around or not. I think they do now.
That's what I'm saying. I don't think they give a damn.
You think they go as business? I think with Tiger was around.
I think Tiger honestly doesn't seem like the type of dude that, and like
you don't think he would check any? You think Tiger would check anybody?
I don't think he would say a goddamn thing.
What do you think he'd do? He just act like he didn't hear it.
Yep.
Probably. Tiger is
exactly what he did.
Dating someone that was recently married to a Trump. So,
but hey, listen, man,
I sometimes question Tiger's own morals and his own principles. So,
you think Tiger laughed at the joke? Like you think when he told the fried chicken, and you think Tiger, and then when he saw the backlash that he had to pull back, but you think Tiger thought that joke was funny as hell?
I honestly don't know, bro. I don't know what to tell you there. I feel like Tiger might be the type of dude. He might, I don't know. I can see a little bit of self-loathing in his eyes. You know what I mean?
And
I can see that. I could see some, yeah, brother. Yeah, brother. He don't give a damn what you say. He'll say it right back to you. He'll say something worse. He'll double down. He'll one up you real quick.
This is a real tough thing for me, man. Two of my favorite athletes, just their hair issues, man, are just.
Tiger's looking at that video,
man. When he's cool. He looks like Tiger when he's in his outfit. He's got his hat on, but then when he hits the 18th green, and it's over, and they go and take their hats off and shake hands and stuff, and then you see what he's up here, then he just stopped looking like Tiger and looks like a completely different person. Like it's just like
until you lose your hair, Ron.
No, I'm not gonna do it. But I'm not gonna do what Tiger is doing. Tiger just won't shave it. I'm gonna shave it. Like it's going down. Like I'm shaving it. Tiger,
I'm putting my thumb over his head right now, trying to see what he look like bald.
Tiger has a cul-de-sac, man, and he's just rolling with that thing. I bet you, man. Let me have won that Masters.
I feel like for a decade though, we just didn't see Tiger without a hat on. Like
we didn't, and we just saw it go away.
Without.
But he does. He rolls and does his hair the way. Now I don't think white men are doing it now. White men will just go bald now, like. But I think Tiger was wearing it the way like white men in the 90s and early 2000s would do it. When they lose their hair, they just stay with the cul-de-sac, or they just keep it down, and they'll just keep whatever is left and be bald and just keep it. I think that's what Tiger's, because that's what his daddy Earl did. Now white, like Scott Van Pelt, picks it off, shaves it, and it looks good. It looks good. White guys will shave that thing off. Tiger going straight cul-de-sac. I'm telling you, hey, if I'd have won that Masters, they'd have had the blackest meal, and I'd have done it on purpose too, boy. I'd have done it on purpose, challenging their asses to see if they can cook it.
Oxtails.
Oh hell yeah! We got multiple courses. Oh shit, man, we're gonna kick this thing off with some rotel, and we're gonna put two meats in it. We're gonna put hamburger, we're gonna put ground beef and sausage, and we eating them over nacho cheese Doritos. Like we gonna do it. We're gonna do it real big. Second course, y'all asses is eating nachos. Y'all asses is eating chitlins. Second course,
chitlins from nachos to chitlins.
Yes,
that's a wild mix, boy.
I'm making it.
You're talking about GERDs, indigestion, diarrhea, upset.
I like it. I like your idea.
Pepto-Bismol, dog.
I like your idea of the moxtails. That's a good idea.
See, I was going like good Southern food. You're going straight to from nachos to chitlins and shit. That's crazy.
Oh, I'm a fuck with the ass. I'm giving them all delicacies. Is what I'm doing.
I don't think I've ever actually had oxtail.
Oh, they're
really?
so good.
Yeah,
all off the bone, good, bro. They're so
good. Have you had neck bones?
No.
Oh.
Hell no, I've never had neck bones.
You ain't never had neck bones? Oh,
I'm African. Man, calm down.
No shit. You've been living in this country how long?
34 years.
Yeah, forever. Your ass, you got African in you, but you got some other shit into you too. Hell, I've had goat.
Hey, you've had goat? Hey, goat's good.
Had goat. I've had jerk. Yeah, I've had goat. Yeah. Oh, some neck bones. Oh man, my mother-in-law, who is in town downstairs of my house, she's got she makes some good ass neck bones.
Oh yeah,
a little hot sauce with the neck bones. Yeah, but neck bones be on point. Now, the Masters, like I don't know, man. It's hard for me to get into it without Tiger there. Because it is hard for me to get drug in. Phil used to get me going, but it's hard for me to get drug in. By the way, Memphis is getting their ass kicked in a big game against the Timberwolves. I'm watching it right now. They were up. They were up at the half, and they have found themselves down by nearly 20. About 5 minutes into the second half, and your boy John Morant is doing them in. I wanna like, because I do like John Morant. I wanna like Ja. I want to defend Ja. I don't think he has been doing anything foolish tonight. But damn, man, like he is somebody right now that is begging to get suspended for like the year. Like he is begging, and I can't defend him. Like I try to, like I do think from what you hear, I think he's a good dude for the most part, but he just makes dumb, stubborn decisions and just doesn't surround himself with anybody that stops him. So Ja Morant got fined $75,000. And by the way, by just his silliness, Ja Morant has
for this.
Oh, hold on. For a lot. Yeah. Oh, Ja Morant he's lost a ton of money for like over the years, just because he is pushing the limits and just really making bad decisions. Right? You remember they really had to get. They had to get. Is this the gun celebration? Oh, hold on.
The grenade, baby.
Yeah. So
yeah,
we'll get to it. It's. I mean, it is funny. It is a bit funny, but it is really stupid, especially coming from him. Like I tell you, he's trying to push it. So that right there, he hit the grenade celebration the other day. But the whole story of this is what Serda, I think he got suspended like 25, 30 games last year just because he had so many incidents, like off the court, especially incidents dealing with guns, right? So like
he kept getting on Instagram Live and flashing guns.
Yeah, he was at the strip.
He was like, dude, stop showing off your guns in public.
At the strip. Some of them weren't even real guns. Like he was at the strip with pistols, showing it, and with strippers around him. And then there was that one thing with the guy, somebody in his in his group on his team, when they was potentially made threats outside of the basketball arena in Indiana towards some of the Pacers players, like made threats like they were going to shoot them. And then the one that finally got him suspended was like he was driving around on Instagram again, and he had what looked like a pistol, but it was a lighter that is in the shape of a pistol, but it looked like just one, and he's on there. And this is after he's gotten in trouble. They've been talked to. And so then this year he got suspended 25, 30 games, Osita, without pay. So just think if he got hit for $75,000 for this gun thing he did, just imagine what 25, 30 games of game checks on top of a fine that he got hit. He lost thousands of dollars. And with that, he lost his ability to get the Supermax, which is about $100+ million because he got in that trouble. He has just had silliness with guns. And he's been pretty good with the off the court stuff. Then he just started coming up with this celebration here of late where he makes shots and he point over to people with the bam, like hit him with that two-piece. And then he did it like they've suspended this from football. Like you get a 15-yard penalty if you say you got a first down and you even just do anything like that. And so then he sprayed. I don't know if you saw when they played Miami, he hit a couple of shots. He sprayed the whole bench of the Heat and the crowd behind him. Like this is after he's been warned. He sprayed them all, did it again. And so after that, they hit him with the $75,000 fine. And then what the video Serda just showed, after he got that fine, he then said, all right, I ain't going to shoot no more. I'm just going to, as you see here, take the bite out of the grenade, toss it, and then put it over his ears. What is wrong with him? What is wrong with him? How is this your response to all of this, John?
Hey,
Come on, man.
Look, sometimes you got to commit to the bit, man. I feel
no,
like
you
that
do
dude
not.
Is all the way committed.
No, you do not.
He is all the way committed. He's 25 years old. He is what the internet calls a YN, obviously, because he's over here doing the finger guns and do. But I do have a question though. What's wrong with him having guns? Like, is he did he do something wrong with the guns besides taking pictures of them?
Well, listen, these leagues have the right to protect the shield or their image, right?
Mm-hmm.
And he's been talked to multiple times of hey man, can you it's dangerous. And we've seen many situations where we've seen it with artists where, hey man, they got pistols somewhere and people know where they are and they find out and they see them on Instagram where they are and then they pull up on them, right? And especially with him, he's not that's not him. You know how you talk about the stuff with Kendrick Perkins and you hate when people say this isn't Ja Morant.
So he wasn't like that prior to?
I'm just saying, man, he's not of that. That's not how he grew up. He's not of that ilk. He's not a gangster. That's not That's not him. Like his pops follows him around and everything. He's a cool dude. I'm not saying he's a Poindexter or anything, but that's just not his life. You know it's not his life because he wouldn't be, if that was his life or growing up, he wouldn't be on Instagram with a fake pistol that's a lighter, doing it as if it is. And so I do think the NBA looks at that, and one of the young stars of the league, it's like, yo, man, hey, just a backup for a safety thing, for all of this, like chill out on this. Nike kind of pulled out their deal with him kind of over this stuff. So I do agree. I agree with Adam Silver and them, like, hey man, this is not, you're one of our young stars in the league. We like you posting up videos with you with pistols all over the place is probably not the best thing for you or our league as one of our young stars.
Okay.
But
also, sorry, continue.
I'm just saying, but again, like I don't know in his head. He is clearly stubborn about this. As Serda said, he just clearly makes really dumb decisions with this. I just don't know what and why he wants to just die on this hill.
Like, I don't, man. He's 25. He plays in Memphis, dog. Memphis is Memphis.
Yeah, you might want to stop playing around with this shit in Memphis too.
That's what I'm saying. That's why I am saying that for real. He does need to.
Oh yeah, he had the thing. I forgot about the incident. I forgot about the incident at the mall he had, where he came up there with somebody he thought was messing with his mom, and he came up there and just slapped the shit out of a kid in the mall in Memphis. Yes, in the mall, just slapped the shit out of a kid. So he's had several incidents, but I get what you're saying. He's 25, but I mean, Osita, like we're running over a couple of years now of, yo, man, at some point, even at 25, like you start to lose money like this. You lose, even though he probably still has a ton of it, but you start to lose money like this, and you see where you are. Like he was supposed to be, as Serda knows, he was supposed to be the next dude. He was supposed to be one of the ones to take it from LeBron. He was supposed to be one of the ones that would be there before Anthony Edwards. And now, because of all of this stuff, the league doesn't even want that to be in his hands. And it is like he is serious about this. Like he will not like change up on this. And I don't think the kid is stupid. I think he knows like this probably ain't best for me. Like he ain't no fool, Osita. You know when he knew, I got fined for $75,000 with all of my shit that I've had to do with guns. Like it probably ain't the best move for me to then switch it up to throwing a grenade and then coming over my ears. Like, even though it was funny, that's probably not the next move from it. But he's stubborn on this thing.
I mean, the grenade thing is actually, I think, kind of creative. Like,
I think it's hilarious
in response to all of that stuff. I mean, and it's not to say that Ja Morant can't still be that guy if he like grows up a little bit and matures. Like, I mean, I get that he's already 25 years old, which like 25 is still very young in the NBA, it feels like, because sometimes they come into the league so young. Like 25 in the NBA feels like, he should have been in the league for like 8 years already or something like that. But, he's had injuries, and when he is healthy, he's still one of the most exciting players in the league.
He is.
And if he settles down and focuses, strictly on basketball, and maybe Memphis kind of gets enough guys around him, like he could actually be that kind of player one day, because he's still young enough to do all that. He's still insanely talented. I just think he still has like maturing that he needs to do, or maybe he'll just never get there. I don't know. Maybe that's just his personality.
I think that's something that's definitely the point, is the fact that he does need to mature. He's immature. He's a 25-year-old. When was the last time you saw someone that was like 25 and you were just like, that person's a grown adult. That's definitely a grown up. No, dude, you see 25-year-olds are just like, that's still a kid. That's still a young adult, if anything.
I get you. And listen, I am not trying to like put him in a box or throw away the key or anything like that. But you don't think, whether that is with him and him being surrounded, his dad goes to every single game with him. His dad's always at the game, right? You don't think we've reached a point where either he, by his own cognizance in his mind, or the people around him, other than the commissioner and coaches, whatever, you don't think we've reached a point with, hey, man, I got expectations for you at 25, 26 to stop this. All right, man, I've given you 2 years on the let me have fun with the guns and continue to push the limits on the guns thing. Like, I'm sorry. This dude, I believe, is a smart kid that has been in the limelight now for 5-6 years. I think he's had to grow up a little bit more, but to be in the limelight for 5-6 years, I think we are willing to get to a place for, hey, man, you've lost, you got this thing taken from you for 30 days. You weren't hurt. They just said enough. This is 6-7 incidents that you're having to have to do with violence. They just said enough. And they took it from you. You lost money. You lost hundreds of millions of dollars. And now we arrive here, and your response to, all right, another $75,000 fine is let me go and be creative on another
down, baby.
on another violent celebration. Like what? Like, come on, man. Like, I'm sorry. I know he's young and maturing, but who is and I believe who said this? My guy Jason Goff in Chicago. He said, "Who is this worked out for? Like, who's going this route? Like, who has been the star that this has worked out for?" And it's not Allen Iverson. See, Allen Iverson got fucked with for bullshit, like because he had braids or he had tattoos. Like, that's not, hey, man, for about a 2-year span, man, I'm just going to have fun with doing gun stuff and just spit in the face of the people trying to talk to me repeatedly before they take action. So I understand there is youth and maturity there, but I'm sorry. We've reached a point here where we've reached a point where I can't give the age and the maturity thing an excuse anymore. I want him to win. I want him to be a star. But this, like, come on, man. Stop.
You know why I'm smiling?
Wow.
I'm smiling because you sound like just like a true like coach adult. You know what I mean? Like, come on, young man. Come on now. You got to do better, young man. Come on now. Look, I want to see him get so creative that he does the thing from Don't Be a Menace to Society or Don't Be a Menace or whatever, where he's just like, do we have a problem? You know what I mean? Like, go nuclear with it. If you're going to go all the way, dog.
Well, but at least that wouldn't be as obvious. So maybe he gets away with it. Like, he's not even, like I said to my kid, man, you don't even know how to be a sneaky kid. Hell, man, wait till I walk out the room before you go saying being stupid stuff. Look, like they don't like you don't even know how to get away with stuff. Like, I don't know, man. I feel like he is really blowing his chances. And I disagree with you, Serda. I think that ship has sailed. I just don't think the league or people who are connected with the league in terms of sponsors and stuff like that are willing to push the guy who has seen with like guns all the time in clubs or smacking somebody at a mall or just gun stuff, or the guy who sprays the crowd as his celebration, following all of that. I just don't think that the league is ever going to push a kid like that. And it ain't and you don't have to be no perfect, like they gonna push that.
But he could elevate himself past all of that through his play. Like,
yeah, but he could elevate his.
I mean, if he starts playing like he is like the best player in the league, he could elevate himself past all of that, whether the league likes it or not.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I don't know.
I think he's gonna do that. Like, I'd take Luka over John Morant. Like, I think Luka's a better player.
They won't even push Jason Tatum. And Jason Tatum's perfect.
It's because Jason Tatum's boring. Jason Tatum's got no personality.
That is so unfair. Why do people do that to Jason Tatum? He wants it and tries. What do you want from Jason? He's boring. Like what would do it for Jason Tatum?
I want
3 times
him
All
to
NBA.
stop trying to be Kobe Bryant because he's not Kobe Bryant.
He doesn't try to be Kobe.
Oh,
Was Kobe boring?
Kobe. No, Kobe would say things. Kobe forced Shaq out of LA. Shaq.
So you need Tatum to be an asshole. Okay, I got it. So you need
to show some personality.
So you think if Tatum hit a gun celebration, you'd like, all right, okay, a little interesting.
No, but if Jason Tatum showed any kind of personality, I'd say he's got to do what Ja Morant's doing. That's obviously not working either. Maybe some Joel though, like maybe some attitude.
Okay, some attitude. All right,
a little bit of edge, a little bit of edge.
A little bit of edge. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, just a little bit. You know,
you got. I mean, this. Damn it. That is just be a little Russ, a little crazy, a little Russ. I feel bad. I do. I feel bad. I feel bad for Jason Tatum. That young man is just out here trying to live life, and everybody says that young man is boring. I don't think he's that boring, man. I don't know, man. I feel bad for Jason Tatum, but Ja, man, I am. Or can we at least try this? Are you disappointed that his parents haven't been able to do more with him? Because that's who I really look at. Like they're around all the time. Like there's no way that I would there's no way I could do this without having something. Like I would, and maybe this is the fortune I have in my life. I would have multiple people that would have sat down with me to have gotten through to me. And by their participation, I don't think there's any sitting down getting through with them. I think they're rolling with him. I think they're like, man, hey man, you good, man. Just keep being you. That's what I get. I get a little disappointed when I see his pops there all the way, every step of the way, just rolling with him. I feel like he's in the audience taking the shots when he's.
I get the vibe that I get the vibe that they can say whatever they want, but he's not necessarily going to listen. You know what I mean? He's just going to continue to do him. He's gotten warnings from, you said, the commissioner of the NBA. He got a warning from his boss's boss. You know what I mean? And he's still just like, whatever.
Yeah, and I'm not even. And maybe I'm being unfair and saying that they are just kind of enabling this and allowing this, but I just view it off of what I see. My man, there ain't no, like, when you watch them, I would like sort of pull up a photo of Josh's dad. Hey man, you won't even think this dude is his father. Like they look like homeboys. Like his father, look, his dad. And this may be unfair, but his dad comes off to me more of like, you know, one of the friends that he's just taking care of. That's a yes man. That's just going to go along with whatever he do, because that is like, that's the breadwinner.
That seems to be a similar story you hear with a lot of celebrities, man.
No, you do it. And like, he's been there every step of the way, but there's like, you look at them too. Like they look like homeboys. Not father and son. And I'm sure he loves them. And maybe I am wrong. Maybe he is behind closed doors, just letting him have it, having heart to hearts, had multiple come to Jesus meetings with him. Like it got more of a feel like Patrick Mahomes' father.
Yeah, that's what I say. Does he look like Patrick Mahomes out there smoking a stogie? Like, look here, young bud.
No, I promise you, what he looks like is he could be in Cash Money. Like in their prime. Word? Oh yeah, he's got a real juvenile feel to me. Is what like whatever every time I see it, he's got like he be having the shades, he's got a real juvenile feel to me. His pops does, but I've always felt that because I see he's at every game. He's courtside.
He looks like Juicy J.
Like, hey man, that dude.
Hey, Memphis about to turn that man out. What's going on, dog?
Look, man, hey man, you know that. Hey man, you know this dude going with it, ain't he? Like that. Like he ain't. You think hey man, we just lost.
He
We
does
just
look
lost.
like he's just there to chill and like he's there for a good time.
That dad ain't saying nothing. He ain't saying a damn thing to his son.
You know what I'm saying?
He is not saying a damn thing.
And I hate to judge a book like you guys are judging a book by a cover. It's not. It's real. Like you go watch it. Like you go watch him. It's like that. That ain't just Pops, baby. Like I would be if you were to tell me gun to my head, heart, or scrotum. Places.
Oh shit.
That ain't even his own son, man. He out there hollering at Kyrie.
Hey,
how you know the players?
That ain't Pops. That's twin, dog. That's the homeboy.
Look at him, dog.
That's
hey,
kinfo.
I believe my man is more inclined to be like, hey man, fuck it, Silver, man.
Yeah.
Do your shit, man.
He's
let
like, hey,
these
man,
motherfuckers know.
Hey, first off, he's like, you still got money, right? All right, then we good. We good, baby. We good. Nah, we ain't worried about nothing. We ain't worried about shit.
You know what? I've got it now. I think he came up with the grenade celebration. I'd like to see what an orchestra group can do with that that beat right there. That I'd like to see.
I feel like it'd be beautiful. Like you'd hear like some strings, just like
like a violin, cello. Like I'd like
to just fucking go at it. You know what I mean?
My
really
cousin
into that shit.
My cousin Daphne, shout out to her. She's in a traveling orchestra. Like it's like a 6 or 7 piece. She plays the cello, but they play like pop or like music. I went to an event here in Houston that she put on, and they did a neo soul night, and they played songs like neo soul songs. And
how does it feel?
Yeah, they went in there. They slid in that $1 Million Baby too. That was strong. Yeah, that was strong.
That song was fun at the beginning of last summer, and then
it was one of them ones
by the middle of last summer, I was like, yo, I got to hear this every day. I got to hear this song every damn day, everywhere I go, every damn day, multiple times a day. I open up Instagram. I ain't never this baby, can do no wrong. Go to TikTok. I ain't never this baby, can do no wrong. YouTube, I ain't never read this baby, can do no wrong. Radio, I ain't never read this baby, can do no wrong. Just over and over and over again, man.
Four times, huh? You really went over there.
I could do it more. I figured I got to save some time. You know what I mean? Like
my man Bun B brought him in, He was a surprise guest at the rodeo, the Bun B rodeo. He got up there, sung his one song.
Oh, Tommy Richmond.
Yeah, he showed up. He did his thing. And then they put that bitch on that damn Wingstop commercial. And it ran on that Wingstop commercial. Yeah, he got some big play out of that. All right, we will get to the last one of the week, Big O's heat check coming up in a bit. But I don't want to take up a lot of time with this story because I feel like we have done so. We have had conversations about Deshaun Watson multiple times. But I do believe he is living in a delusional state of life right now. And he's come out and made another hype up video. And it's sad.
Also, that account that tweeted it out, total propaganda account. That account sucks.
Yeah, I know it, but he wasn't the only one to tweet it out. But it's sad. My man, he said he's gonna come back better than ever. And I'm thinking, and Deshaun said that himself. He said, everyone don't think I could come back to where I was, but I know, and I believe the work that I put in, that I believe in myself. I know I'm going to be better than before. Now, I want you to specify what you mean by before. Do you mean before like in Cleveland, or do you mean like before when there was a serious conversation of, like, is he potentially going to be the best quarterback in football in the next 5 years? Where there was a legit discussion of, dang, he plays the position like this and he is getting coached by Bill O'Brien. Wait till he gets somebody that's worth the damn. Like, he was one of the best young quarterbacks in football and then became one of the best quarterbacks. Is he talking about he going to be better than that? Like, he's like this whole video. Did you watch the video, Serda? Did you see the?
No, I don't engage in Deshaun Watson things.
I definitely saw the video.
You saw the video, but you see him. He looks like in his heart he believes it. I feel like when
he looks out of shape. That's what
I wasn't gonna say that.
I
wasn't gonna say that.
Or he tore his Achilles twice in the same calendar year.
Yeah, but you did.
He looked like he had a gut and some titties, dog. Like, that's what he looked like, bro. Like, that shit was crazy.
I don't know. I don't know about
saw that shit off the rip, dude.
I don't know about the titties, but I damn sure saw the stomach. That stomach was like, yo, that ain't like I've seen you in the locker room, Deshaun. That ain't what you have brought to the table up close. But he was in there acting like he's getting. So I feel like I know the answer to this question with Serda already. But like when you watch it, when you see him, you watch the video, and Serda, it's as you tell me if I'm wrong, Osita, delusional. It's as delusional when you think about where he is.
Cringe, it's ridiculous.
Where do you, when you see this video and when you see him continuing to push I'm gonna be better than I was before, and wait till I get a chance. Nobody believes me. Hell yeah, nobody does. You haven't given us any reason to. Are you sad by the situation? Or are you just, God damn, just go away? Just go, like, what is your feeling? I feel like we know where Serda is. I feel like we got an understanding that Steve says, I don't engage in anything Deshaun Watson. I believe Steve, I don't want to put words in your mouth. Are you in the just go away space?
No, I would say I'm in the go away space. I'm in the space of, I feel like most athletes have, we've talked about this. Like, you have to have a certain amount of delulu in you. You know what I mean? I feel like maybe in his head, he believes that he can get back to some sort of prior fame or something like that. I think if he doesn't say it, no one else is. So he's definitely going to try to fake it till he makes it. I'm not necessarily like, oh, he needs to shut the hell up or, walk off or like, fuck off or something like that. But like, I'm not surprised at it whatsoever, honestly. Like, he's trying to sell himself, and you got to sell yourself in your own head before you can sell yourself to other people. And he's definitely sold himself in his own head very, very well.
The reality is too that now he's like, he's trying to find a way to like keep pushing himself and like convince himself that like this thing's not over, because The Browns owner 2 weeks ago was basically just like, yeah, we messed up. Like,
yeah, we got to dig ourselves out of that hole.
Yeah, it was a swing and a miss on Deshaun Watson. Maybe we shouldn't have given him the biggest guaranteed contract in NFL history. And now he ruptures his Achilles again. So it's very unlikely he's going to be available next season. If he is, maybe it'll be late in the year. But the Achilles injury is not even like, that hasn't even been the issue with his play when he's been healthy the last couple of seasons. It's the shoulder. He can't throw anymore. And he was never like a big armed quarterback. Like he had his arm coming into the league. His arm was good enough to make plays downfield, and he could rip it a little bit. He could buy time with his feet, create outside the pocket and stuff like that. And that's what made him a good and effective quarterback. But he never had the biggest arm in the league. Like he never sniffed Mahomes or Josh Allen or really even like Joe Burrow, like in terms of that regard. And so now then he has a shoulder injury that he's never fully recovered from, and he can't throw the ball anymore. Like he doesn't have velocity on his passes. He's an inaccurate passer on top of that, which is something that he was good at his first few years in the league. And so it's just not only that, like it's the time away from football, I'm sure mental toll that he has put himself through, the consequences of his own shitty decisions in life. And he's just simply not ever going to be the same player again. He can try to convince himself however he wants to, but I certainly don't feel bad for anything that he has gone through. That man's rich as hell, despite the fact that on all accounts, he seems like he is not a good dude. And so I do not feel bad for him whatsoever.
Yeah, when I see it, when I watch the video, I just felt sadness. Like it wasn't just like just get the fuck up, go away. Like it wasn't that. I just felt sadness because like I mean, just the entire situation of his last like 4 years is just nuts. And I think he is holding on at the end of the rope. I think everything he is showing us is a front. Like either he's super delusional or a fool. He's not. He heard what the owner said. Serda, as you said, he's probably not going to be available.
He's had other teammates come out and say like, oh, this dude doesn't take any accountability. Like he's constantly just blaming everybody else for his mistakes.
But what I'm saying is
doesn't know the plays and stuff.
What I'm saying is when he comes out and the owner comes out and says, like, we made a mistake and we got to dig ourselves out of that hole. Fellas, clearly that don't mean it don't matter how healthy he gets. His ass ain't going to get another chance in Cleveland. Like, the owner came out and said, hey, man, I don't care if you are 100% healthy. It's over. We made a mistake. We swung and missed. We got to dig ourselves out of the hole of you. He ain't got no shot. And then that brings me like to that place where it's like, and he's still in there talking about, I'm going to come back better than I was before. And the thought is, how are we even going to know that? Like, who is going to take you? Like, when are you going to play? When are you going to be in a space in which we even see that you can be good? Because nobody's going to play. If Cleveland's done with you, I can't even cook up the scenario in which Deshaun Watson would even get on the field to be able to prove to us that anyone would even take a chance with that. And I think in his mind, he believes like somebody else is going to give him a chance. He's never going to, like, I can't think of any team that looks at him and says, like, I'm gonna make him a starter. Like, they wouldn't gonna do it for Jameis Winston. And Jameis was much better than he was as a starter with the same team. He went to the Giants and they said, nope, we got to get Russell Wilson in here. He's not going to get a shot. And then nobody wants him, that baggage and his shakiness as a teammate, as a backup. No, that's the part that is like sad to me is everything that has happened. And yes, sir, I do believe it is much on his own doing. Like I'm not going to come out here. I know he has been, not charged with anything or was exonerated from most of these things, even though we still keep getting charges. And this is now entering like the Bill Cosby thing. Like, I hear you, Bill, but man, when you get 56 women to come out and have a similar story over certain years, boy, it's hard to think like all 56 of them, and in his case, all 27, 30 of them are just, or it's in some space that you didn't do something that you would regret. So I do think he has made bad decisions that has led him to the space that he's in. But I do think all of it is just super sad that he was at this place, one of the best players in the game, and he made these, and just this whole thing is going to the drain because once he loses football, and I believe he has lost football, I don't think he knows it yet. Once he loses football, who God, because he ain't gonna be able to keep that income coming in because ain't nobody want to fuck with him. I don't know.
$200 million, so he'll be all right for a little while.
Well, we don't know how much he has right now. All I know is I see him spending, and that thing is rolling. And you go see his lady, he's spending. And like, we'll see how long that goes. But I'm just saying, it ain't even about, if he doesn't have football to cling to, I don't know what his next moves are. I don't know where income's coming in because nobody wants to mess with him or hire him to do nothing. Maybe he'll do a podcast that people may have some interest in to hear what he has to say. Do a podcast. But I don't know how long that will, how long that would go. It is just a sad situation to me. Like the majority of it. I know you don't. Clearly, I see you don't feel that way. I'm not saying I'm not
bad for him.
But again, I hope you understand.
These actions have consequences, and he could have suffered much worse consequences than the ones that he has. So I don't feel bad for him.
But I hope you understand. I'm not saying that I feel bad for him. I'm saying the situation is sad. And yes, I do look at that, and I think it is sad that this guy is completely delusional of what his situation is. His football career is over.
Like, I mean, we all know that delusion is like the first step of manifestation. You know what I mean? That could be how he gets it back. Just, be so crazy that the world is just like, oh yeah, we got to get him. Or maybe not. Maybe I'm wrong. I could be completely wrong. I'm wrong about things often. That's you're looking at a crazy guy, honestly.
It reminds me of my younger cousin who would tell us stories. He was a decent high school football player, was a really good punter, probably the best thing he did, but played. But he had convinced himself, like, we talked to him like, hey man, what you doing? College, school, what you doing after high school? Like, yeah, man, I'm gonna go. I think I'm gonna go to Florida and play. Florida, what? Gators? Yeah, I think I'm gonna go to Florida. And then every time we talked to him over about a 6-year period, he ain't in no kind of shape. Nothing about him looks like I'm about to play football. He'd have up some delusional thing of, yeah, I'm about to go to play to Mizzou. I'm gonna try to go and walk on at LSU. Like, it was just not small schools. It was just like, what's he talking about? Of course, he never come close to it, and still hasn't. But it was just sad to listen to just absolute clear delusion, and that's what I watch when I see him.
We talked about this last time. I can't wait to see. I mean, we're kind of witnessing the car wreck that is Deshaun Watson, man. We're witnessing this plane crash happen.
It's been a long crash.
It's a slow roll, but it's definitely on fire. You know what I mean? Like, it's definitely something. It's interesting, dude. It's interesting to see.
Yeah, it's tough. Heat check.
All right, right, so we're gonna go from the most depressing story possible to the heat check. Let's do that. That's fun. This is fun, right?
Hell yeah, man.
You
No,
got
it ain't
it, right?
it ain't depressing the Serda. Serda,
He's
Serda
like,
said,
I love it. I love to see
Here,
it squirm.
tear your other one. Tear your other Achilles.
All right, so for today's heat check, I was not reading the news. I don't really read too much news, but I watch a lot of news related videos and stuff like that. And there was this article, and it's not really an article, it's again a video, where they said that the temperature of the Earth, according to like the 2015 Paris Accords or something like that, the Paris Agreement, they said that the temperature of the Earth, they never wanted to really, the overall temperature, they never wanted to go over 2 degrees Celsius, right? And they said if it goes over 2 degrees Celsius because of greenhouse gases and emissions and stuff like that, we're pretty much fucked. Well, if you lived in Texas, you know that 2024 was hotter than fucking hell. It was miserably hot the entire year. And apparently we didn't go over 2, but we got really close to like 1.5 or something like that for the total, temperature of the Earth. And so they were like trying to figure out ways, like, if this is like a sign, like a doomsday sign, like it's all over or something like that if we go past 2. So they're obviously trying to figure out ways to kind of mitigate that situation. And I just thought to myself, like, I feel, and I guess this is my hot take, I feel like a good way for us to do that is to kind of go back to pandemic era and just kind of have a shelter in place kind of situation. Like the first few weeks of like the pandemic, although it was like scary and stuff like that, I've never felt like the Earth was more peaceful than it was then. Like you weren't necessarily talking to your neighbor, but you were like outside in the backyard talking to them like, they were the neighbor from Home Improvement or something like that. And you could tell that the air had gotten clearer. You heard more birds chirping. Apparently, because of our lack of driving and our lack of energy usage at all these extraneous places like that isn't our home, like the Earth actually healed itself. So I propose that we just have like a 2-week sabbatical, and it doesn't necessarily have to be a concurrent thing. It doesn't have to be like back to back 2 weeks, but I feel like we should take 14 days out of the year where you just kind of chill at the house, don't do shit, fucking have a Sabbath day. What happened to the Sabbath? What happened to just like chilling for 1 day a week and no one doing anything? You know what I mean? I feel like that might be a chance to heal some shit, or if anything, it'll just kind of make the life a little bit nicer. Like a day where you're just like, I don't have to do anything because I literally can't do anything. You know what I mean? Like, just let's take it back a little bit.
I'm on board.
Right.
During COVID,
right.
We saw like sea life, like actually like swimming in the like
came back
in bays and stuff because there wasn't boats polluting all of the water and everything. Like, yeah, I'm on board. It doesn't take a meteorologist or a scientist to notice that our weather is getting dramatically worse year after year after year, and that we're starting to have serious problems.
I'm already having anxiety for what summer's going to feel like because it's literally the middle of April, and like last week it was 56 degrees. It was 56, not even like in the morning. Like I can maybe understand like in the morning before the sun comes out, but it was 56 degrees all day for 2 days. If it's this cold now, I know it's going to be a late summer, and I know it's going to be hotter than hell. I know we're going to hit 10 something every day, multiple days in a row.
My thing is, I like where your head is, but I just wonder, like, if you're gonna do it, is 2 weeks really like gonna be something that makes the difference enough? That's my thing. I mean, if you're gonna do it, what like can we like? I would wonder like what were numbers in the pandemic when that stuff started happening?
Within the first 2 weeks.
Like, but the first 2, but that extended through the whole year. Like that changed because it wasn't just a 2-week period where like there was such a change of us being out. I mean, this was an extended period of time where people weren't out anywhere near the level that they were. Like, I know our kids just didn't have school didn't have school at a school for like 18 months. Like my son, the second half of his kindergarten year didn't go to school, and then he moved to Texas, and then as a first grader he didn't go to school. He did it virtually. Like that wasn't. I'm not saying like for maybe there was a 2-week period where maybe nobody was, but there was an extended period where people weren't out nearly as much. And I just like if you're gonna do it, I would wonder what the tests are because I don't get the sense that 2 weeks would be something that really changes. And then
so what you're saying is let's shut it down again. That's all I'm hearing. Let's shut it down.
I'm saying like I would want to see what the appropriate numbers are of really what was something that changed that thing. Because for us to just sit, because obviously if we just sit for 2 weeks, that means, like all kinds of work that would generally be done just isn't done for 2 weeks.
Well, right? That's what I'm saying. It doesn't have to be back to back. It doesn't have to be concurrent. It can literally be like, and I think what helped was the fact that it was like, yes, there were long periods of time with no activity, but it was the fact that there was no activity in general. So I feel like if we add one day here, one day the next week, another day the next week of just like complete no activity in the world, I feel like that could add up to something that's more substantial as far as like saving the ecosystem and reducing like carbon emissions. Because the one thing that we're trying to reduce is like the carbon emissions in general. That's what's making the greenhouse gases. That's what's making it hotter in general. If we reduce the actual carbon emissions, like I feel like if we do it day by day, that's a smaller footprint per week overall. So we don't necessarily have to do it in one lump sum. Making any sense?
No, I'm not saying you're not making any sense. I'm just saying it needs to be more than 14 days. I don't like for me, even especially splitting it up. If you say, hey, man, we're gonna hit it for 7 days here in January, and then we're gonna hit it another 7 days in June or in March. I do wonder how much of a difference it would make. Now, if you said, hey, man, we're gonna hit it 7 days, whatever, once a quarter. Whatever that is, every 4 months or every 3 months or something, we're going to hit this 7 days. And then that seems like that would potentially make more of a difference. I just look at it and it's like, hey man, we're going to split this thing up 14 days. Like, we just out here missing out on money.
I say 53 days, once a week, Sunday specifically. Everybody has to chill at home. We keep it nothing but essential workers. Essential workers is liquor store, gas station, hospitals, right? Obviously, food places.
And
then we also have liquor store was open. And then we also have football. We can have football. So we can still have the football players go do their thing and stuff like that. And everybody just watches from home. Chill, family time, Sundays, reset. You know what I'm saying?
So don't go to the games on Sundays.
Don't go to the games because you don't even like going to the games. You rather watch at home in the first place. It's a better watching experience in the fucking house. Just
Steve,
you get a $500 75-inch TV, you know what I mean, from Amazon before it gets too expensive.
Still riding with that, Steve? Still riding with that, Steve? Empty stadiums?
That's fine with me. I don't give a shit.
Shut up, Serda.
The Chiefs don't credential me anymore. I don't get to go to games anymore. It doesn't matter to me.
Let me ask you this, you lying son of a bitch. Let me ask you this. You felt like it didn't lose any luster that year that he's talking about when there wasn't nobody in the stands and they had those weird fake sounds.
Yeah, it lost a little bit, but
a little bit. Oh, you could get used to it though.
It's football; they'll get used to it. The players didn't like it. They like having the fans there. But
Serda, you're going to sit here and tell me right now for the rest of the way you're open to just not having fans in the
He's
stands.
Got my back. Why are you trying to bully him into not having my back?
Because he's full of shit. This isn't.
I don't go to the games. It doesn't make a difference to me.
Well, I will say this. Serda's lying. I will say this. Like fans at games make a big part of the feel of it. Now, just because I don't want to go, don't mean I feel like, hey man, nobody go. No, Arrowhead, that's a big deal with the fans are there. Or hell, at NRG, it's a big deal of fans.
Don't even say that. Don't even say that because I've heard you shit talk the fact that fans barely show up to games on time. Well, most games at NRG, it's a lot of fans from other teams.
Sure, but it ain't. I'm not acting. It ain't zero. Like hell, if there's something.
It's not zero.
That's what I'm saying.
Not
Something.
zero, but
You and Serda, who is I just don't believe, is saying, yeah, man, hell with it, man. Have the fake noise come in, man. Let's just play without
I'm
fans.
cool with it. I'm cool with it. Let's play without the fans. I like Madden anyway.
I believe you're cool with it. There's somebody here who I do not believe is cool with it. Real quick, Serda, you said you watched the first 2 episodes of The Pit. Do you get what I was saying the other day? Like this thing feels like it is just yeah. You don't
I think
see
it's
shows
awesome.
usually.
Awesome.
So you enjoy it.
It's the amount of stress and everything. Like I've watched 2 episodes and I'm only through 2 hours. Like that's like through 2 hours of like what their shift is. Yeah, I think it's intense and it's stressful, but it's really well done. I'm into it.
I think it's the best show on television, man. And I can't wait because I think the season finale is tonight. Actually, after this, that's what I'm doing. I've been watching Black Mirror since I got off of work, but I'm gonna pause my Black Mirror binge just to go watch The Pit and see the season finale.
I don't get anything close to that. I'm entertained, and I'm coming back, and especially now that I hear you really talking up around episode 10, I'm probably at like
Episode
6 or
10,
7.
Baby. Episode 10 is where it's at. That's
so
when it gets real.
Like I'm into rolling with it. I don't get the feels of best show on television. Just wait. It is very intense. But it's just unusual to see. I'm not saying it's bad or anything. It's just unusual to see a show where the focus is just on this is what we do, as opposed to as much as now we started to see some things like at the end of the first episode, sort of there's clearly something that went on with the pandemic, something that went on with that time frame for him that they brought up
PTSD from COVID or something.
And they gave us a little small thing of that, but not much else on that thing. But I'm cool with I'm into it. My favorite whole part is when that white girl who I had to go dig up and found out was Bryan Cranston's daughter. And she's sneaking it because she's using like her mother's maiden last name instead of Cranston. No issues with her father. I think she just wanted to make it on not her dad's last name.
Which
white girl? She's the white girl that's real anxious. Boy, when she walked out,
she's brand new. She's like real peppy at first.
But she walked.
The girl who like
she has the glasses.
She's super cool, man. She's probably my favorite character. I'm not gonna lie to you.
She's the one that walked out there and had to go out there and to get herself together. And what she did to get herself together was rap Megan Thee Stallion to herself.
Dude, you'll see. She's like my favorite character because she's able to, like, her bedside manner is like what every doctor should aspire to. You see her reach out to people, and you learn her story later on. You figure out why she's like able to kind of get with people on such a like an emotional level rather than just be like, you know, a robot about shit. But just the way in which she handles herself in those situations, like she's on point with like all the medical shit, but then she also is just like such like a loving person, and she sees that these people are like in such a dire situation, and rather than just like, oh, I'm gonna help you by like sewing you up, it's like, I'm gonna help you by taking your kid to go get some food real quick because this is probably really traumatic. And I'm just like, okay, I rock with that. I really like that. That's Bryan Cranston's daughter?
Yeah.
I got to tell some friends about that. That's cool.
That bitch walked out and said, I'm ratchet.
I'm a savage.
She started bouncing. I didn't see that shit. I didn't see that shit coming. I'm a savage.
Yeah.
Did not see that shit coming whatsoever. I had to run that shit back. That's it. And then that drove me. I said, who in the hell is this? Because when I watch shit like that, ain't nobody write that. Somebody who came up with that shit? Who came up with, all right, when you get to your point of anxiety, you got to go out there
and just listen to Megan
like
Thee Stallion.
What gets you going is not even listening to it. Like you're rapping it to yourself. Like I know there's somebody in LA somewhere when I get upset, like picture perfect. I'm painting a perfect picture on it. But she walked out. She walked out there. I was gonna say, is this bitch from Houston? Like what is going on?
Hey, shit. Megan's worldwide now, man. She's worldwide, and girls love her. Women love Megan.
I love when I'm surprised by that. I said, what is up with this broad? Yeah,
every girl wants to feel like a baddie. You know what I mean?
I can't wait to learn this. Take us home, Osita.
All right. Well, speaking of shows about baddies or shows that have some of the greatest baddies on earth, or maybe speaking about a show that I could have or should have filmed, but like obviously with consent, but obviously I was kind of too young at the time. So, I mean, here we are. I was in love in high school. I was in love with a red-haired French girl.